Hello and welcome to the Elevate Show. It is definitely a Wednesday, and see you peke yangu every Wednesday because we have Benjamin Zulu in the building. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you.
Whew. I look forward to Wednesdays.
Me too.
And the conversation we're having today is tied into something that we spoke about on my other show, the morning show. And just to highlight on the title, I lost my marriage while chasing success. And I came about a word, two words: emotional dating, emotional intimacy. And most of the times when you talk about dating, it's, create time, be around each other. What are the contents of that, and what's the importance of having this connection? Because there's so many things. As a man, you're told you need to provide. So now I'm providing, and then it's becoming a thing.
Yeah.
Nataka uniongeleshe, nataka to connect. Mimi nime provide.
Yeah.
Tuna connect aje tena.
True. I think this is the first generation of men that have to learn the vocabulary of emotional connection.
Yeah.
Our fathers only had to provide and give a home, pay fees, and the society tells the woman, you should be happy, you have the best. The society would unite to gaslight the woman when she's trying to ask for any emotional connection.
Yes.
Today, we have evolved to a place where women are not marrying for survival anymore. They're not marrying just for provision anymore.
Yeah.
If you look at Mikali, there's no man paying her bills that she's paying. Now, if you come and say, I'll pay your house, so you should be happy I'm married, you should say, what is the difference?
I was doing it anyway.
Yeah. We have reached a place where now love is real.
Yeah.
We are going back to what it was meant to be. Because in the beginning, it was companionship.
Yes.
Not sponsorship. Not squatter.
Yes.
Not somebody enabling your life so that you can sit down.
Yeah.
It was us doing everything together. Even the looking for the money you do with him. Because you are part of his thinking, you are part of his day. The idea is, as he is the hunter, she is the gatherer. Sometimes you see the woman at home and you think, she's the one who's doing the gathering. She's the one who does the planning and keeps it stable. Sometimes now women are also going out to hunt with us. But I'm just saying, even when the man is leading, the woman is usually there behind him energetically. That's why at home, she also wants us to be together, to be united together. But you see, when a man is avoidant of emotional connection, he uses money as a replacement. So he can splash, give you a lot of money because those are things.
Yes.
And then the love, the heart is him that is vulnerable. He wants to give the hand, not the heart. So today you can provide everything materially. But if you don't connect with your woman personally, you still have a void. And women, many of the well-meaning women don't jump out quickly. So she'll tolerate for a while and you will think we are okay now. She will complain, she will try to show you the point. And because you think, we're already here, she's already got married, me, there's nowhere she can go. So all the quality time that you'd have connected with her, you are online, you are scrolling online. Nowadays, people used to stay out there with the boys and the meet points. That is still there, but nowadays people can be home.
Yes.
But they are not home.
Yes.
So you find yourself, you're doing everything except seeing her, being with her, trying to be friends, trying to connect, trying to be real. And eventually, when she weighs that you have refused to learn, because well-meaning women don't quit immediately.
Yeah.
They usually take a while trying to show you the point. They usually try to educate you, try to, wait, try to pray it through, they even gaslight themselves. Am I over-expecting too much?
Right.
Maybe he does not understand it. People tell her, where he was born, there was no role model. Just be patient. So she waits year one, year two, even child one, child two. Well-meaning women nowadays cannot be held together by children. The children have only you as their father and only her as the mother.
Yes.
But us, we are connected by love. And if it's not working, we can always find it elsewhere.
Yeah.
This is what I want to show men, that the game has changed. If you want marriage nowadays, be prepared to join hearts, not just houses. We used to be housemates. Now we want to be heartmates. I want to feel you, feel me. And that's a new thing. For me, it was a new thing. The first person I would connect emotionally was my wife. She had to teach me. So as long as you're willing, let me comfort you. She won't quit day two.
Yeah.
When you are willing to learn, women are more patient than you think.
Yes.
But you must be seen to put effort. For example, when a man was not making 3 phone calls to back home every day, the moment he gets married this week, next week he's not making those phone calls.
Yeah.
He does not know. That before it was about pursuing, trying to win you over. Now he has won you. Many men don't know what next. If he does not have a father who did it and he could watch, if he does not have a marriage that was full of love and he could watch, he has to do some guesswork, some hit and miss. And I encourage women to be ready to teach, because there's a trade-off. When a man is committed to his work, when he's providing the class of life, when he's hardworking, when his whole identity comes from the fact that he's a worker. You know, he's learned, maybe he's doctor, lawyer, something. Maybe all that tends to swallow him. The trade-off is, if you want a man who is completely available the whole day, he will be idle, he will not be working. The man who is working and earning, he will be, there's a balance he must learn. You can't stop him from working, but neither do you want him to be a worker, then completely neglected you. Women who don't have the power to challenge the man, they usually get alternatives. Yeah. Particularly when men marry the girl who cannot give herself that life you're giving her. So she can't quit you lest she loses that class of life. What she'll do is now she will outsource, okay?
Outsource the emotions.
She will cheat very shamelessly. These people go busting couples, promising them some gifts if they we look into your phones. The stories are so scary. The man who went for the girl he wanted to give the life she cannot give herself. She's cheating left, right, and center. And she has a legitimate reason. What she's doing is wrong. And she says, you're completely away from me. You provide, I need that life, but you're not here. Sometimes I just want connection. I'm not saying it's justified, but I'm saying you should not think there is peace in your house when you are not including your wife as companion. If all your free time you go to your mother, you go to your boys, you go to your football, you go to Arsenal, you go to those voids you are living there. Either your woman will challenge you and quit. Or if she cannot quit because you are careful to pick one who can give herself the lifestyle. Men shoot themselves on the foot when they go for a woman far below their class. Because those type of women don't have other weapons apart from cheating. You better get Mwikali as a weapon so she can just walk out. And then you learn the lesson. And then you start afresh. If you pick one who can't walk out, she will do everything right under your nose. You'll be the embarrassed one. And then you're walking in there, and the driver, the gateman, those boyfriends, they know. And you are the fool now. And when you come, they behave correctly because the boss is around. You provide the lifestyle, they enjoy their life, you know? Imagine you're with your wife. I saw one guy bringing the family to a 5-star hotel, and the girl is not there. He is trying to chat me and my wife. We are busy, my brother. You see, you have your wife. Try and make it work there. Because she can't connect. Can't relate on this level. She's out of place. And you know, he's really trying to engage. I don't know why men do that. When did you get somebody you can converse with? There's a lot of insecurity thinking, these ones who are exposed are not faithful. They cannot be faithful.
They're not wife material.
You think the ones who are not exposed will be faithful? Huh? Those are the ones who are primitive. Actually, they cheat in a primitive way. It is better the one who can cheat in a more learned way. You know, we can't if you're going to cheat on me, honestly. Let me tell you, let me not become the devil's advocate.
Please.
I don't encourage cheating. If you're going to cheat, make sure it's someone within our class. You know, there's some things that if I tell people niligongewa na shapa boy, surely appears certain way. If I say job niligongea, you know,
I see.
So the funny characters men are going to collect in the village who could not give them some. Who is she going to cheat with? The guy, the people of our class. Those are the ones they can, and then they eat your money. Imagine they eat your money. You know, and they do everything. Just to say, I don't encourage infidelity. I'm just saying, men, what you fear will find you. If you try to roll out cheating by getting a woman who has no options, she will have options in her own world.
That's true.
They usually lie to you very dirty lies. No, those lies that are just embarrassing. You know, some lies are just unlearned. You know, you should lie in a way that are a little bit thoughtful. Okay? You know, she tells you this person is sick, my auntie is going to see my uncle. So there are so many relatives who are sick and you're providing
and dying. They're dying. You kill them 2 times.
Out, 20 years have gone. Because you know, decent men have no time to really, you're busy. I told you men are very easy to cheat on because their lives are in straight lines. When he's at work, he's at work. When he's doing the show, he's at the show. For a man to alter his schedule enough to inspect you, it's a lot of effort. And it's tiring. So when a man is sincere, he tends to expect sincerity, does his part. And then I saw one girl bragging age gap marriage. The guy is 48, she's 27. You know, and she say, one advantage of this age gap marriage is that you tend just to be a passenger queen. The guy always drives. And I'm like, this guy doesn't know what's going on. The people she's posting to, he's not part of it. You know, it's this TikTok generation. Brothers, marry your generation so that you can see what they're up to. If you marry these Gen Zs, you don't even know her audience. You don't even know what you are being called. They even have code names for everything. They even have where we are going. You know, her party and her life is not... You're not. You're an embarrassment.
No.
If she saw, if today I go for these fresh grannies, now do I even know what they call fun?
No.
The music they dance. She can't dance because my dance is the crusade, and she went the romantic move. I saw them doing. Nowadays I saw some clip and I'm like, hey, this is new. When did my wife is like, this is not. Oh, sorry.
It's not.
But this generation knows other things you don't. I want to ask brothers. One of the causes of disconnect is when you pick somebody so young. Yes, they're clean, they're naive. Yes, you can bring all the money. Yes, you can bring all the connection. But it will be a father-daughter dynamic. She will respect you so much, never challenge you.
Yeah.
She will respect you so much, never connect with you.
Yes.
And then there's a part of their language, their cultural connect, and how they enjoy life, what they call fun, what they call vibe, what they call it's giving. It's giving.
You're learning. How could be by Zulu?
You are completely an outsider.
Yeah.
And when you come, they behave well.
Yes.
They're like their boss. You don't need that energy. Stop this fear, brothers. Get a woman who can challenge you, tell you, I feel like we are distant. I feel like I've not heard enough of us this weekend.
Yes.
What have I missed? I think we are missing something. A woman who can actually call you forward to a higher level and who can cause you to fear. As I close, the brother who is coming to share our story today is showing what men should do. Learn and admit. Because many men, after we lose one woman, either after marriage or just dating, we tend to blame them. So we refuse to learn.
Yeah.
They challenge you and you don't take the challenge. Those who take the challenge positively tend to perform well the next time around.
Absolutely.
They tend to be more intentional.
Yes.
I want to ask men to stop this superiority and looking for master-servant dynamic. Get a woman who can challenge you and who can lift, so that even when you're down, she can lift you. She has the weight, the hands to lift you up. Okay?
Absolutely.
Both intellectually and mentally. So if you have lost anything like the brother who's coming to share with us today, learn and improve.
Absolutely. And just like that, I think you did a proper intro to the guest that we are having. We have a 45-year-old advocate, Francis Gachie, who's joining us to share his story with us. And the question we're asking you is, can success destroy a marriage? Can success destroy a marriage? NTV Kenya on all of our social media platforms. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to the Elevate Show. We are talking about losing marriage while chasing success. And the question we're asking you is, can success destroy a marriage? Can success destroy a marriage? NTV Kenya on all of our social media platforms. Our WhatsApp line is open as well. Feel free to indulge us on our question of the day. And just before the break, I introduced our guest. Francis is here. He introduces himself differently. I met him earlier and I'm here. I'm going to go with Francis, but lovely to have you on the show, Francis.
Thank you very much, Mikali.
Yeah, and Zulu has done a very beautiful job of just breaking it down. And I don't know if when you were getting married, the things that you were thinking about, what was your ideal when you thought marriage? What was it looking like for you as you were getting in back then?
Allow me, Mikali and Zulu, to make a confession on national TV.
Okay, camera ya Francis Legani. Ndio ile camera yako, Francis.
Without mentioning any names apart from my own name.
Yes.
I was in a very good marriage. A marriage that had all the potentials of being the perfect marriage. A marriage that was destined to be a dream marriage. Okay. You know, that kind of marriage where people would look upon me and my wife and say,
couple goals.
Marriage works.
Yes.
Marriage works.
Yeah.
I mean, people would look upon us and say, I wish we could be like them.
Yes.
That is for the first 3 years of the marriage. But I messed it up.
Wow.
With my own hands.
Oh, God.
And not by cheating, having an affair outside marriage, or having a relationship outside marriage, or having a mpango wa kando.
Nothing.
No. After 3 years, I was married for about 10 years. First 3 years were good. If you saw my wife, I was there. If you saw me somewhere, then she was there. But then, after 3 years, I started getting a beating from the men's conference.
Oh.
I started getting scolded by my fellow men. And they'll tell me, Wakili.
Are you being a simp?
Mbona mnazungukana hapa? Oh my goodness.
And they read to me the riot act.
Oh my goodness.
You see, the men have a a code of conduct, a constitution that is unwritten.
Yes.
And I was told, here are your sins. You should not get home before the kids are asleep. You should not get home while your wife is still watching the soaps. You know, there are some soaps which come before the news.
Yes.
And some others
After the news.
After the news.
Yes.
And they end up at about 11 o'clock.
Yes.
So the perfect time for me should be 11:30 and 12 o'clock. And I should be with the boys, the men, because that is where man is coming from.
Aha.
You know me from Murima, we have we have a stereotype that says
Yes.
that from where alcohol is, haria johire,
Yeah.
neho besha inaonekana.
Any.
Where there is alcohol, there is money.
Yes.
Where there are men, there is money.
Yes.
And of course, my peers are the people who used to give me business.
Yes.
They will demand that I come and have a sitting with them.
Yes.
I'm a learned guy. How can I take all that education to my wife, I mean,
my
and she doesn't even read it.
Goodness.
I had even been told, as the Zulu pointed out, I had been told,
Yeah.
Ari alone, you're a lawyer, don't marry somebody of your class. Oh, mtu wa chini kidogo.
Yeah.
So like I was being challenged, like education yote.
Yes.
How do you take it to your wife, bwana, nani drop out?
Breaks my heart.
So the men wakaniambia, I have to sit with them.
Okay.
Because that is where money comes from. In fact, most of them were my clients, engineers, doctors, and so forth. This is where money was coming from.
Yeah.
And these were the guys giving me business. Mm-hmm. And they told me, you're the weak link in the men's conference. So I started joining them. And as I would have a sitting with them, discussing business and so forth, I would be on my phone, chatting with my wife. And
Yeah.
texting. And I would be dashing in and out. Again, they read me the riot act. Wakili.
Unakaliwa chapati.
Unaniaibisha. How do you...
You don't respect kikao.
Kikao bwana. And I'm there rushing out naenda kwa choo kujibu simu ya mama. And they would tell me, Wakili, we are equally married, just like you. Do you see any one of us rushing to the toilet to answer calls?
Yo. Yo.
That got me. Nikaambiwa, perfectly, the thing you do, you keep your phone in your car. You'll only pick it when you're paying the bills.
Yeah.
And you know, us from Murima, we have a stereotype that a man should not share the bills with his wife. So I was told that if you take care of your wife, make sure you have adequate shopping to last your family for about 2-3 months.
Yes.
If you pay your school fees, if you pay the bills, the kids are fed, and you leave an extra about 2,000, 3,000 for miscellaneous expenses.
Wait. Right.
That's it.
Sure.
You should be where the men are, not with your wife simping. And I thought it made sense because these were the guys giving me business.
Yes.
These guys were even richer than me. And here, these are the guys giving me a lot of work.
Yes.
So I stopped now chatting because I would leave my phone in the car. And I would be back home at about 11:30, 12 o'clock and midnight. After some time, my wife got tired of texting and chatting. And I thought, amekuja laini sasa. She's now a good wife. Asumbui bwana yake. So I would get home slowly without realizing that we had started disconnecting.
Yes.
I would get home and slip into bed and try and put my arm across her and to just remove it and I work aside. And then there are those matrimonial obligations. They were quite frequent within the 3 years.
Kidogo.
Kidogo! Hizo matrimonials zinaenda 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Kidogo, she's always having a headache. And then
And you are the headache.
And then I asked the members of the men's conference, my wife is always having a headache.
Yeah.
Nikaambiwa wanawake wote wanakuanga na headache. All the time. Okay. So far, I knew I was doing well. So I started disconnecting without me knowing.
Yeah.
And a time came when she started getting irritated of me, of my presence, say on a Sunday when I'm not going anywhere, she would get irritated by my presence. She would get disgusted. And she would ask me, kwani leo wendi kupatana na marafiki wako? Are you not going somewhere today?
Yeah.
Then I felt, okay, I'm in the wrong place.
Yes.
Eh.
So you started going on Sundays as
So
well?
even on Sundays I started going.
Wow.
Kwisha.
So one day, it continued like that for a number of years.
Yes.
One day I returned home as usual. Sasa nikaanza ku return the ideal time now, 1 o'clock. Then I found the watchman at the gate. Akaniambia, mkubwa, kwani kuna kitu mmesahau?
What do you
Nikamuuliza
mean?
soja, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Akaniambia si mulihama.
Wow.
Kaambia watchman, wacha maneno mengi, hebu nifungulie. Then I went to my house. The door was open. Nikafungua.
Empty.
It was empty. Nikaenda through the rooms, nikaona they're all empty. And I thought, I've missed my house because I was I went back, nikatoka kwa mlango. Sasa I checked the number of my apartment. Nikaona B2. Nikaona this is my apartment.
Kai.
Nikarudi tena ndani. I called the mama. All I could hear were echoes. Kidogo ile pombe ilikuwa kwa kichwa, ikaisha. Nikaanza kusikia like you know the church bells.
Yeah.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Kidogo I thought I'm hearing the adhan, the Muslim call of prayer. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. Well, I bore witness that there is only one God and Muhammad is his prophet. But sasa, these are just sounds that I'm hearing from my mind. Sasa pombe kaisha. I couldn't fathom the situation.
Yes.
So now, nikaenda to the bedroom, I could only find my shirts na some trousers na shoes. Nikachukua hizo shati na viatu, nikaambia soja, hizi ilikuwa nimesahau.
You must save face.
Save face.
You're saving face.
And I put them in my car. Kutoka hapo, the car became my bedroom for about a year.
What?
Yes. And I blocked all my friends. You know, like when you go around your friends and they tell you, salimia mama na watoto. Na unajua hawako. That would really hit you. Yeah. So what I did, I avoided all my friends. Nikaenda to that lonely path. Yeah, depression.
Kidogo to Francis.
Yes.
At this point, are you talking to her? Do you have access at all? Did she explain? Do you know where they've gone? Will you see your children in this?
In fact, there's something I missed out.
Yeah.
When I was still in the sitting room, I leaned on the door. At the door, I saw a note written, I'm gone, and I'm gone forever. I found somebody who has time for me.
Wow.
So, in period of depression where I used to sleep in the car, I would, in the morning, I would shower at those city council, you know, those public toilets where you pay
Yes.
10
bob.
shillings for the whatever. I would shower there. And then if I saw somebody selling some vest or shirt, namwambia, we, kuja leta hiyo. And I would change in my car. So nikaanza mambo ya miraa, you know, now to try and kill the depression. And I would question myself. I did everything for my wife. You know, I'm this Kikuyu guy. Wale tunajua is just providing. I'm just
Yes.
a Murima guy. I provided everything for you. You never lacked anything. I opened Sabiasharas for you. And you were not even educated, but I took you the way you are. Why did you do this to me? Why did you do this to me? So I would curse her day and night.
Yeah.
Little did I know it was me. One day, as I was sleeping somewhere, and parked my car somewhere that was lit. There was a, what do you call this? Mulika Muzis. Decided, let me sleep there. Suddenly, I was awoken by loud knockings on the windows of my car. Ka, 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 ka. I woke up, and then I saw torches beamed on me, torchlight beamed on my face, and guns pointed on me. And the door was yanked open, and I was pulled out from the car. The place was lit. So I managed to see the face of the leader gang, and I identified him, but I didn't let him know. It was Teddy, the leader of the Gaza group, the cop killer. Wow. But I didn't show him I had recognized him. He pulled me out from the car, gun on my head, and he made me sleep on the floor. He told me, kipiga nduru, majirani watokota maiti yako hapa. So they frisked me. I told him, okay, nitacooperate. Nikaanza kumwambia, please usiniue. Mimi hata bibi yangu ashatoroka. Ziko na shida mingi. Bibi yangu ametoroka na watoto. Mimi hata ziko na vile niko. Please usiniue.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God, oh my God. Ulikumbuka?
Yeah. So I'm telling you, bibi hata ile shida niko nayo, hata my wife has left me. Please usiniue.
Oh goodness.
I'll cooperate. So he took my phone. Again, gari yangu wakatoa mavitu huko ndani. There was some mirror there.
Wakachukua
mpaka mirror. And some whiskey that I was drinking.
Yeah.
And they told me, sleep there, don't wake up. After they went some few distance, I think 2-3 blocks, I had some gunshots. Only to learn later, they had killed a lady who had screamed. From that day, I got back to my senses. Started asking myself, surely, ningekufa ujinga. I was at Kayole, opposite, there is a family bank. That is where I had parked my car. So I was asking myself, surely what kind of death would I have died?
Yeah.
I mean, even if my wife had heard that I've been shot, angesema, angalia, kule anauliwa, useless man.
True.
Yeah. And my kids would have been told, angalia, where even your father was killed. Yeah. So now I started questioning myself. You know, I remembered some verses in the Bible that say that whatever measure you use to judge somebody, the same measure
Will be
used against you. So I started questioning myself. Who was wrong? Then I thought about providing the cafeteria. No, this is old school thinking. And I thought aliniambia, she's found somebody who has time for her.
Yeah.
That's when I realized that I denied her my presence, my attention, and I took it to the men's conference.
Yeah. Yep.
Only later to realize, even the men who are telling me they are married, their marriages had been destroyed. In fact, they didn't even have homes. That's why they would stay late.
Yes.
Yeah.
So walikuwa wananidanganya. And that's when I came to forgive her. Though, kwa roho yangu, I forgave her. And I forgave myself. And I saw the vanity. I mean, I had denied, you know, there are people who even do long distance relationships. But they are there chatting with each other.
True.
Mimi, mine is just here.
Yeah.
But nimemblock, nimeona, these are my friends, the ones giving me business.
Yeah.
And that is how I realized. In fact, it's only that Teddy was killed. At times I feel like if I met this gangster again,
You'd be like,
I
thank you.
would tell him, thank you. You made me come to my senses. And that's how I realized the errors that I made.
Yeah.
Now this ego ya men that...
Zulu, hii men's conference. Ukweli gani iko hapa ndani shwali? Tuna misleadiana huku nje in the name of men's conference.
Yeah, and I tell you, I think it is the company you keep. There's no universal group called men's conference. It's a term we use for bad company. Have you been surprised how the men who teach suppression of women, who teach neglect of your family, who teach, nowadays they have millions of followers.
That's true.
They have a lot of followers.
Yes.
And they don't lack audience.
Nope.
Because there's a wishful thinking. They're trying to tell men, you are the master. Lion shed no tears. You know, jogo afuatani na vifaranga, you know. Those kind of separation from the presence of your children and your wife. And what I'm glad is that Francis managed to come around and realize that they were pulling him to become like one of them.
Yeah.
there's a pain when your woman leaves to go and live her life.
Hey.
But it's another one when she leaves to another man. You know, it's like you lost to another man.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't just lose to neglect.
Yeah.
Typically, most women will not jump like that from one man to another. That's not the typical thing. The typical thing is they go to their life, figure themselves out, and if later on they move on with another man, when you lose a woman to herself and her peace, usually that's a more permanent damage. You didn't say she cheated, left, but if she has left and even carried children and you've deteriorated, I'm glad he has recovered. Even before he tells us, you can see he can talk and he's happy, you know, and he's on his feet. Mwikali, I think, let us bring this here. Those people you are calling, they are the boys, the men's or what everybody is doing. It's about business. It's where that's where you get business. There's time for work, there's time for family.
Yes.
The work we do, the hours you have assigned. The other work, I'll go to work with my family because you said your job pays you, but your family is one that stays with you.
Absolutely.
In the long run. Yeah. That's where you get your foundation from. Yeah. So I'm glad that he has brought that out so that we stop throwing it everywhere. That a man who is cooperating with his wife is as simple, is weak. Yeah. That man is a companion. That man, in the Bible there was Pilate who would reason with his wife about his work. And the wife would tell him that tomorrow there's that case you have, don't do this, I saw dreams. He is being advised, and the advice that changed his life, avoided generational mistakes. Yeah. The men who are wise, even River Between, one of the set books we were studying, there was that chief who had a wife who they would collaborate like partners. Wise men incorporate their wives as a companion, not a subject. And there's no distance between them. They do that. Those first 3 years were the real marriage. Yeah. Those first 3 years were the real marriage. Yes. That's how we ought to do marriage. And I want to tell men, after you get married, there are men you should avoid. The men who don't value their wives. Yeah. The men who don't value their children. The men who don't value closeness and emotional because the money you were spending in the bar, that is a lot of loss. Yeah. The time you're spending there. Yeah. If you can go home to your family, there's more joy there. There's a time to catch up with the healthy friends. Yeah. There's time for even your wife has friends. You can have weekends or those times where you can catch up with friends, healthy times. But when it comes to family, you don't negotiate it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Not every day, man. I'm eager to find out where you're at now. And like Zulu said, you look like you're up on your feet. You're talking about this. How long ago was this ordeal?
This was about 2018, thereabout. Yes.
2018.
Yes.
So where we are right now, because, you know, they have moved on their life. I do have access to the children. Are you looking to remarry? Have you remarried?
You know.
Are you looking?
You know. Because obviously you have been baptized.
You know. You're a different man. You know better now.
You know.
Yeah. Well, there is always that fear. And as much as you've learned, as men, we are afraid of getting hurt again. But then again, I had 2 girls. I had a feeling. You know, girls have some connection with their fathers.
Yes.
I had a feeling that the girls would come back. I had 2 girls.
Yes.
So I was thinking of remarrying. Then I thought I may complicate their lives when they eventually come back. You know, telling them again, this is your stepsister's another mother. I mean, and I had not connected with them at the first place.
Yes.
So I always thought, and I knew that they would come back as girls. Yeah. Because girls have some special connection with their fathers. They don't even believe what they're told by their moms about their fathers.
That is true.
So I kept my patience. And after one of the firstborns eventually got to Form 1, she started getting unwell. She would get unwell. She was even suicidal. And then I was told, this is now what I was told later, that a friend told the mother, this girl needs the father. She's not sick. You just take her back to the father. And when she came back, within 2-3 weeks, she was healed.
And then the second one
and then now the second one followed.
So you're actively.
So now, nikaona, I made the right choice. Because if I was now married, tena ingekuwa another confusion, something that I couldn't even handle
Okay. I think you made a good choice. Don't you think?
True.
Yeah. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll open up the floor to have questions from the audience. But the question that we're asking you today is, can success destroy a marriage? Can success destroy a marriage? NTV Kenya on all of our social media platforms. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to the Elevate Show. Francis, you are quite the storyteller. You are quite the storyteller. I'm eager to find out what kind of questions come from the audience today. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Hi, Tanzania wewe.
Hello to everyone. My name's Amram Lubuka Mwihali. My question goes to the guest. What do you have to tell those young men who have done courses? They are not yet placed somewhere, but they are fearing that if they enter that marriage, they will destroy it when they enter somewhere, they fix somewhere, they are employed somewhere, they will come up destroying the marriage they have met. That's my question.
Well, one thing I could advise the young people, do not be in a rush to get married. Do not be pressurized into getting married. Make sure first you have your job, you have your career set well, so that you must know how to handle money first. There are people who rush into marriage without money. And once they start getting money, they start getting excited and they want to do the things that they missed out. So be patient, get a job first, get used to having some money so that you're no longer excited by money. Such that by the time you're getting a wife, wewe una zile kurukaruka, you're getting some little excitements because of money.
True.
Yeah.
Did you have something to add on to that?
Yeah. I also wanted to interject that it's good that he factored his children.
Yes.
But secretly, those children also hope that he moves on.
Oh, okay.
They will feel bad when dad fails to remarry because of them. One day they will feel guilty.
Yeah.
What we call survivor's guilt.
Yeah.
When you survive the divorce, the family breakup, dad chose you, but he suffered in the end. This man is at midlife.
Yeah. 45 is quite young. He can still remarry.
Okay.
After midlife, I'm sure
Yeah.
the doctors have started changing language.
Yes.
Start testing. We never used to test to check our metrics. Start checking your BP. Check, when you pass through triage. And they're telling you, would you like to inspect more? I'm seeing tendency. I'm just asking him that. Where he's entering life, he needs to be intentional now.
Okay.
That solo bachelor vibe, the body is getting tired of it.
Okay.
Bachelors are not keen to cook 3-course, 5-course meals. Huh? Okay. They just shorthand and get by, and they move on.
Thank you.
When you're alone.
Hey.
I want to take your advice.
When you
45 beyond.
when you marry the right woman, she will help you raise those children. The Mama Wakambo terror stories, all of us, we have heard of them.
Yes.
But you marry the good heart. When you marry a woman a good heart, some of them actually are happy to come in between, to find you where you are and build on from there.
Yeah.
Yes.
My question will go to the guest too. I had this question, almost similar to his, but mine I'll make it specific, maybe in terms of, I'm pursuing a career in piloting at the Technical University of Kenya. Piloting. I want to be a pilot.
Yeah.
Let's say I become successful and I start doing these international flights from here to the UK, China. But at some point,
you look like it, bro.
thank you.
This guy can be a pilot.
Right,
Francis and me can't.
For us, our time is gone. Time is on his side.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. So I was asking, I normally get thoughts that if I marry, well, my family will have to stay at one place while I'll be traveling each and every day so that I may be the provider and all that. So how can I grow with that and so that I may not be able to lose people who matter the most to me?
Okay.
Like I said earlier, there are some people who do long distance. There are some people in America and their families are here, but they give attention to their families. They call. Actually, you're lucky you're living in this age of technology where we have things like WhatsApp.
True.
The thing is communication.
Correct.
Yeah. Personally, I block communication. For me, I thought I'm being a weakling. Yeah. I'm not being masculine enough. So by chatting with my wife. So I denied her attention. Being in Europe or wherever you are doesn't mean that you're far from your family. It's giving attention to your family. And not by money, just by your presence. In fact, these days, we are lucky we have all the technologies.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also to add there, don't remain on the bottom of your career. Bottom of career usually has no freedom. Pilots are not the same. They are ranks, okay?
Yeah.
Be so excellent, don't do bare minimum. When you are excellent and you are made, you rank higher, you have more control of your schedule.
Yeah.
You can actually alternate. This week, I'll be around, the other week, like that. And it's all good to be in the skies because that's possibility.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can carry your children and inspire them. Your wife will travel all over the world. These women don't mind marrying pilots. They'll have free air tickets. Ask me, they want free air tickets.
Yes.
They would like to fly all over the world. What women what they check is what he's insisting. Are we connecting?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can be with her where you're going, you're faithful, and we know when you are coming back and where we are doing this. When we are together as a team, women can endure anything, my brother.
Okay.
Yes.
My name is Collins Makuge. My question is, you are married, now you are not married. So between marriage side and now that you are not married, which side is more peaceful?
Hiyo swali ninaona
Amesema
mahali
imtoke.
inatoka wapi hiyo swali? Okay, thank you.
I don't know. I think he has a story to tell.
I feel the same. I feel
Yeah,
the same.
he has a story
Ni
to
wapi
tell.
inakufinya?
Unless he makes a
I just want to
confession.
know something.
No, he wants to know something.
Yes, yes.
No, unless you see Mr. Zulu, Kando, and then you confess to him, he may be able now to advise you.
Yeah.
I think what he's trying to confirm,
Yes.
the brother Collins, is that good marriage adds to your peace.
Okay,
Bad marriage takes away your peace.
that's true.
My answer for you, brother, is this. It's not just any marriage, it's the right marriage.
Yeah.
When marriage is aligned, I'm in one, and I can tell you, my life is 100 times better. I take fresh food, bro.
Excuse me.
And I sleep on freshly made beds. You know those five-star experiences?
beg.
I have them in my house. And people, there's honor. I am received at like a place I belong. Bro, the one thing I can tell you, when you marry right, you have that one person who has your back day and night. There's one person who thinks about your well-being, whether you've eaten, are you well, like that. Even as you think about them, that one person who observes you with a good heart to help you prosper, bro, that is worth all the money in the world. All other places in the world is transaction, okay? You go to the barber shop, they call you sir, they treat you well for money, okay? If you don't pay, some goods will handle you. So you go to hotels, you're being served with it, but the food was not made for you, it was made for money. At home, the food is made with you in mind. The sukuma ugali nyama nyumbani tastes better than 5-course meal in these big hotels because it's made for enjoyment, not for profit, okay? So, bro, good marriage is worth everything.
Okay. Tunataka hiyo. We move to the side.
I go by Vincent Mnyendo, and Wakili Francis, now that you are baptized, I believe you're the right person to throw these questions to. I would just love to know what happens to people who chase careers till 40 plus, and then they start chasing love. What are the consequences if they might be there? Then the second question is, please just tell us whether you are more successful than you were in marriage, during marriage.
Successful in terms of?
Yeah, I get it.
You get it. Okay.
Hiyo swali imerudi. Imerudi.
Well, remember, during a marriage, I don't know whether you are there again. Okay, you'll tell us.
Not.
Okay, during that time, you used to hang out with friends. Maybe you said they used to give you contracts, they used to give you jobs and all that. Do you regret marrying that lady? Now that at that time, maybe tell us whether those friends made an impact into your life. Do you regret marrying that lady, or do you regret having someone who didn't understand? I'm bringing up this question in a different perspective. Did you see that as someone who don't understand really what success is?
Okay.
Or let me rephrase.
Okay.
No, we
start,
got
it, we
start.
got it.
Right, okay.
Let me confess, I was doing much, much better when I was married. I was doing far much better. Far much better. As you know, it's being after divorce and when you're separated, really you're unable to focus. But when you have your mama there and the kids there, you're more focused. You're more focused. But being alone, especially a man, you lose focus along the way. As much as you've learned a few lessons, but you find you don't have that energy that you had when you were married. And then again about age. Men are never late in getting married. There is a senior counsel who was called Jonjo. Jonjo married at 50. And his marriage was successful. And he lived up to 100 years plus. Yes.
Sorry to come back. So right now, how does your new circle of friend look like? Or do
I've personally from those days, I've reduced my circle. You know, it's hard for a man accepting that we spoil each other.
Correct. Correct.
I realize we spoil each other.
Yeah.
You know, like somebody's not in a marriage and they will tell you, hey, I'm married. Why are you rushing to your wife? Only to realize later that this guy marriage broke about 5 years ago. He's been single. He wants you to be like him, single like him. He doesn't want you to be in marriage. Anataka kukujoin or mujoin sasa. But they put up an image like their marriage life is successful. Kumbe hana bibi yake litoroka. That's why they stay late in the clubs. Wanasema wana avoid stress. Kumbe there is nobody to run to home. Bibi yake litoroka kitambo sana.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We can pass on the mic.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
I am Ashley Nunda. I was asking now because your daughter was having those issues.
Yes.
Now I would like to know what are the impacts of having an absent father for girls as they grow. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I told you, when she came to my home, she was suicidal. In fact, she had even refused to go to school, to report to school.
Okay.
She had just reported for her first term. She refused to report for her second term.
Yeah.
And then somebody, this I learned later, somebody told them, this girl needs her father.
Yeah.
She is not unwell, just take her to her father. And from there on, she's never taken medicine. We have been with her now, this is the 3rd year.
Wow.
But Zulu, maybe you could just chime into
Dad
that
is
as
medicine. You know, dad is destiny. You hear this and you joke with it. And I want to ask the women in particular, even when you fall out with the father, don't separate the children. That woman did wrong there. She should have told him how to meet the children. Me, I've moved on, but these are your daughters.
Yeah.
They will never stop being your daughters. This is how you can meet them. For example, he knew the woman's home. That's one middle place, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Collect the children from their grandmas on such, you know,
Yeah.
and drop them there. I don't want to see you, but please, you know, pay the fees here. This man would not even have gone to those Miran to meet the gangs.
Yeah.
If this man was in contact with his children,
Yeah.
you see how caring he is.
Yeah.
There's something I think Vincent alluded to. Did you lose those friends who used to give you business? Let's answer that question. We don't get our businesses from our friends, the ones we drink with. You get business from your professional circles and your results. Business world respects results, not that we drink together. The people who drink together may add to your business, but it's not a necessity. We do work and the work sells us. So don't go at night drinking so that you can get deals. Do your work professionally, be reliable and trustworthy. That is what brings business to you. The business world responds to efficiency, reliability, excellence. Not that we drink together. In fact, I can be drinking with somebody, but because I know somebody else who is more reliable,
Yeah.
I'll give business to that one.
Yeah.
It's how efficient you are. Sometimes even this familiarity of meeting outside work can become contempt. So it's a lie, brother. You don't need to drink with people to get job. Be efficient and you get job.
Absolutely. We're going to take one final question. Okay.
My name is Temo Murende, and I'm a journalist, but in my 4th year at the University of Nairobi. Now, thinking about careers, especially for journalistic women, there's this myth outside there that these women end up not getting married or they're divorced most of the time.
Excuse me.
So Actually, I'll direct my question to Mwikali.
This has never happened on this show. Okay, great.
Because I think one of the reasons is because these women in this field are very independent, especially upstairs. They want to think independently. And for marriage, do we have a place where someone can think independently? I can have my voice. I really don't have to be under someone. Not really. I don't know how to put it, but not in a bad way. Is there a place I can have my own say, my own lead in this marriage?
All right. Yes, sir. So it's we have some very powerful women who are in the media space who are married and have been married for a very long time. Julie Gishuru, for example. Do we hear those things? Is it a stereotypical thing that is said about girls in media? Yes. Why? Probably it's coming from men who are not able to keep up with you and your state of mind, right? And what I've come to learn over the years, I'm not married yet, I intend to be, but I know that the kind of person that will be comfortable with the kind of person that I am, who speaks their mind, is a man who's also comfortable with that person, that woman, who's confident enough in who they are, that I do not look like a competition to them. I do not look like, because my voice is powerful enough, it's putting them down. It's just understanding that this is the kind of person that she is and loving her the way that she is. Is it hard to get that sometimes? Maybe. Have we tried? Yes. We're still here, but I strongly believe that there is someone who is good enough to take you as you are, no matter what career you're in. I mean, Michelle Obama is as powerful as they come. Got a very powerful husband as well. And she's very clear, saying that it doesn't matter who I married. Whoever it was would have become the president. It could have been Kamau Mutura, angekuwa president. It doesn't matter. So it's stereotypical, but it's not true, I believe.
Can I interject by
please.
giving the biggest strength of those women and also their biggest weakness?
Yeah.
The biggest strength and what men fear is that she's visible to a lot of men. She's pretty and she's in her element. She's shining. The spotlight is on her. Literally, the cameras and lights are on her. Okay?
That's true.
That's the part that they fear.
Yeah.
You have so many men looking at you. How can you be? Will you really be faithful? Will you be competing for your attention? Other men are admiring you. Are they inboxing you? You know, there's that part of being in media that you can't avoid. The camera is on you. Okay. But it's a job. It's not always personal, okay? It's when men don't understand that this is just a job. And also that it's not just media that makes women to be spotted. When she's a corporate leader, when she's slaying goals, you know, you've heard of the Sylvia Mulinges, you've heard of women who are up there in the corporate world. They don't need to be on the screen, but they are visible, okay? Women today, they can be presidents, can be anything. So insecure men who are not used to connecting with men on the basis of strength, they will say when she has money, she can submit. Don't engage that school of thought. It's good that when he tells you the truth, you know how to avoid, okay?
Yeah.
But now, why do these women marriage, they struggle or they take too long? They just never make up their mind. Career is very addictive. Single life is very addictive. When they see how others are divorcing, being bullied, being kicked left, right, and center, they develop an ambiguous mind, okay? And they say, okay, I'll go with the flow. Ikinipata sawa. So I find that most corporate women, not just on TV, but most corporate women who are intentional on their career, they never slow down to make marriage the project for the next 1 year. In order to get married, you should stop and say, I want to get married next 1 year so that you can change your life. Stop being corporate, become feminine. So that you bring that other girl side. Because this other side that is goal-driven, results-oriented, that's very masculine vibe. Okay? Yeah. The other vibe of a guy to take your hand, take your dinner, relax, is very unnatural for a career woman. Because she's used to getting things done, okay? And she moves quickly, drives quickly, goal targets, schedules full, appointments, that. So me and her, we are parallel. Parallel lines, just doing the same things. Zulu, okay, time done, next time, see. So when you are busy, with that treadmill does not slow women down to get married. Even if you want to flirt her, she will see the message after 3 or 4 days. If you inbox her, the message is among other 100 admirers. So a woman must be intentional. As you go into that career, just know this. Marriage will not chase you and arrest you. You'll have to stop and now decide, the next thing for my life now is marriage. And then as you do your career, stop doing all the overtime, stop doing all the weekends, You stop hanging out with the girls who are just drinking and spoiling their lives. Stop sleeping the whole weekend because you've been busy. You know, they work, and they sleep like a donkey. And then they resurrect on Monday. And then they die again on Friday evening. So that life cycle cannot entertain romance. Romance is like a dance. So you schedule it well. That's the biggest thing with the corporate women. They never make up their mind. They say it will find you, and it doesn't find you. When you're that high-value woman, only particular type of men can rhyme with you. And you need to listen. When they talk, you respond. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
the other part of my question was,
Yes.
is there a place in marriage for independent thinking?
It's mandatory. I don't want my wife, start kubebea bibi yangu akili.
Yep.
But then you know, all these men, the men who are away, particularly men who attend these kind of shows, they know the best emergency plan for you and your children is an empowered woman.
Yep.
Things can happen left, right, center. If this man had disempowered the wife so much, those girls, after she left, would have dropped out of school, would not have been. But they reconnected because life continued. He was not even being pressured to pay. We don't disempower our wives. We want her to be able to continue her talents. I believe what you're calling independent thinking is just parallel growth, to continue being herself, okay? There's a part of being wife, there's part being lady, there's part being mother. Those departments are separate, okay? You must continue reading your books, having your spiritual life, meeting your girls, meeting your mentors, having your hobbies. But when it comes to wife, you're fully wife. You're also fully yourself. You're also fully mother. You don't confuse the department. You actually don't. You never surrender the sovereignty of what you are created to become. To mentor other girls, to inspire your own children, to get after your mother, to call your dad, to check on your siblings. That life continues. You don't surrender that.
Yeah.
To finish it, you're in the university. Don't pick a boy in the university because they don't understand what I'm explaining. Wait until wait until you're grown to meet a man. There are no men in the university. And don't marry your lecturer because there'll be a master servant. There'll be a master servant dynamic. They'll never see you as a partner. They continue seeing you as a child. Right now, you look very safe. You know, you're asking very innocent questions. So they'll come running for you because you look very safe. You're not challenging. They avoid Mikali. Mikali knows what she wants. You don't know what you want yet. You're still asking fundamental questions. Am I allowed to be independent? That's very fundamental. Mikali can't ask that because you're already living that reality. Continue exploring and don't commit to anybody now until you're 25 and above, okay?
That was the question of the day, guys. And thank you, Aki. Our time is up. I'm being told to do this, but we'll probably allow you after we're done with the show. Thank you, Francis, for coming onto the show and for sharing your story.
Thank you very much.
Na umesikia hizo umepatiwa wisdom. Wisdom ya 45 ni bado ni young. There's still maisha inakuja.
Correct.
But Zulu, as we come to the end of the show, maybe you can just give us your parting shots.
Just to say, Mwikali, I'm so glad that a man can talk.
Yes.
A man can heal.
Yep.
This man has healed.
Yep.
He had a brush with death. Criminals who were known to kill.
Yeah.
And he came out of it. And he took it as a therapy, you know?
Yes.
He took it as a trauma therapy.
He did.
Shock therapy. Like,
Shock,
oh, okay.
yes.
If life can end like that, I better think twice.
Yeah.
I just want to ask us to, as men, don't go back to drinking, don't go to Mira, don't start sleeping in the car, don't lose yourself. If sometimes that divorce is an amputation to cut away what was dying, to stop it from killing you. If that wife never left, this man would have drowned into that life, lost his children as well, lost time as well, never recovered himself. Sometimes what you can't stop from happening, you let it recreate you. Let this be an experience that let's follow Francis' example. Learn and warn other men. There's no such thing as men's conference. Many of them are just lies. You don't need to drink with people to get business. Be true to your family. Be present with your children. Then those who belong to you will bring the business to you.
Absolutely. It's been a wholesome show. It's been a wholesome show. And please keep talking, keep sharing your story. And to encourage other men as well. Zulu has always been saying it on this show. Men, please, we need to hear your voices more and more and more. And this is that platform. So if you have a story as well, please do feel free to share with us. Our email address is right here. Write to us. We'll get in touch with you and we'll have you share your story with us. As of today, this is all we had for you. See you next week. Same time, same place. Adios.